Hi, Kipsters. Today it's Friday, April 24th, 2020. Our objective today is I can learn about and correctly identify pairs of antonyms. So, yesterday we focused on synonyms. Today we're going to get into antonyms. So, what are synonyms from yesterday? Well, synonyms are words that have a similar or they mean the same thing. Okay, so looking at our independent practice from yesterday, you were to write a synonym for the words that were in the parentheses. Now, if you watched the video that Miss McAfee made for you on Thursday, then you would hear Miss McAfee reading the directions to you of how to complete it, and I read the sentences aloud to you. So hopefully that helped when you were trying to figure out what are the synonyms. So if I were to try to find a synonym for the word angry, the synonym I came up with was mad. You could use upset. You could use irritated. Any word that you have that is similar to the word angry. So I said Mr. Banks was mad that we broke the window. But if you Kipsters have a synonym that's close to that, that's fine. What you wouldn't have is Mr. Banks was sad. Sad and angry are not synonyms. We'll talk about what sad and angry are later in our lesson. So 16, Miss McAfee put chair. Chair is a similar word to seat. You could have said stool, but something that you are able to sit your body on. So I said, sit on the chair next to Tori. Looking at 17, the synonym that we had to find, the word that we needed to find a synonym for was shout. I chose yell so Dad could hear me over the lawnmower. Yell and shout mean the same thing, so shout and yell are synonyms. How did you, Kipsters? I hope you did a really good job. Now let's look at what our lesson is for today. Today is going to be another shorter 15-minute lesson. Our independent practice, Kipsters, it's Friday. Don't spend any more than 15 minutes trying to complete the 3 problems that Miss McAfee is going to give you, and I'll talk about that at the end of the lesson. Today, day 3 for word analysis is antonyms. Okay, we're going to discuss what an antonym is, review sight words. We're going to blend words that have that are antonyms. We are going to, I don't think we have a sentence today, and then we'll jump right into our independent practice. Let's look at these high frequency words, Kipsters. Take about 10 seconds and read these 3 sight words to yourself. If you need more time, please pause the video now. Begin. Great job, Kipsters. Let's start with this first sight word here, and let's read it together. Want, your, water. If you made a mistake, that's okay, Kipsters. That's a word that you're going to want to continue to practice when you're practicing sight words. Now let's watch a video to give us a video read aloud today of or about antonyms.
Stop and go. Yes and no. What is an antonym? By Brian P. Clearly, illustrated by Brian Gable. Antonym. A word that means the opposite of another word. Stop and go. Yes and no. What is an antonym? Antonyms are opposites. There are words like stop and go. Stop. Go. See how different those words are? They're just like yes have my chocolate hot, 'cause it's so cold today. And what if we could only ever say that we were sad? Because of antonyms, when things are right, we'll say we're glad. Like safe compared to dangerous. Like heavy is to light, shy to bold, and young to old, and even dim to bright. They're opposite in meaning, as in quietly and loudly. They show a total contrast, just like shamefully and proudly. First, last, first, last. Sometimes antonyms are made with on before a word. This is how we get unkind, unable, and unheard. Often adding dis, or im, or sometimes even non, will help you build an antonym with these beginnings on. For example, disrespect, impossible, non-fiction. Their prefixes are helpful in displaying contradiction. Antonyms help us divide. Surrounded from alone. And help compare the famous to the totally unknown. They point out lots of differences, like bald and extra furry, and give us words to help us grow a big vocabulary. Use a dictionary, kids. It'll help you. Like hefty and diminutive, absurd and somewhat normal. Bravery and cowardice, quite casual or formal. In fall, the farmer harvests crops. In spring, he's busy planting them. These opposites can be explained because you've got an antonym. So, what is an antonym? Do you know?
That was a cool explanation of antonyms, Kipsters. So let's move on to blending words. Remember, antonyms are opposites. Okay? So first, I want you to, on your own, read the 4 words in line 4. Then I want you to think about what 2 words are opposites or have opposite meanings. Take about 15 seconds, Kipsters. If you need to, pause the video. Great job. Let's first read the 4 words out loud together. Then we'll try to determine what 2 words are actually opposite of each other. Let's start with the very first word. 1, 2, ready, read. Take, sharp, dull, give. Okay, if I take something, what is the opposite of taking? You got it, Kipsters. Give. If I give somebody $1, that is the opposite of taking $1. Okay? Giving and taking are different. They're opposites. If your pencil is sharp, it cannot be dull as well. Dull and sharp are opposites. They are antonyms of each other. Kipsters, your independent practice today is to fill in the blanks on this Google slide. You have to put your cursor, Kipsters, where it says type here. Okay? Again, you've got the antonym in the parentheses. So my antonym that I'm going to have to find an opposite word for, I'm going to type here. So 18 reads like this. Lots of people go to the park on a day. What is the opposite of gloomy? You would type that word here. Think about when you would go to a park. It would be the opposite of gloomy. 19. Last is my word that I need to find an opposite word for. Not a synonym, an antonym. Okay, my sentence reads as such. We were in line to get tickets for the show. Now, if you are trying to get tickets for the show, what is the opposite of last? You're going to type it here. Not here, but on your worksheet that says here. 20 is close. The weather is warm enough for me to my window. Not close. Sorry, I said close. Close is how that's being read. What is the opposite of close? So if the weather is warm and it's feeling really warm or hot in your room, what do you want to do to your window that's opposite of close it? You're going to type that on your Google slide, Kipsters. Alrighty, Kipsters, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. If you need anything or you have a question or something's not working for you, please make sure you type a comment. Today's Friday, so I also have office hours today from 1 to 2 p.m. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, Kipsters, and I'll see you soon.